everybody, welcome back or welcome to the channel. It's your boy Reactee, and today we're doing another Fright Night Friday for MINDJUNKIE. 7 scary videos that are deeply disturbing. And let's get into it.
On November the 30th, 2024, a mysterious video was posted to the Facebook group Ghost Paranormal Activity and the Unexplained Disgust by Alicia Penman. The video, which was captured on Alicia's doorbell camera, has really kicked up a debate. Mist-like thing floats behind Alicia's partner as he opens the door, and it looks like he felt it. But what was it? Many agree with top comment by Tammy that, quote, "This is most definitely an amazing capture, no doubt, and he absolutely felt something." Another comment by Jessica Holgarth points out that, quote, "That was definitely a ghost."
I don't know about definitely a ghost, but it was definitely something appearing behind him and moving off to the side. And he definitely noticed something because it made him turn and look down. I don't know why he looked down, but it made him turn and look down.
What was it? Let me know down below. If you're a fan of scary videos, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any future uploads. A recent video shared to social media has caught the attention of paranormal enthusiasts. At a religious vigil in South America, things took a very creepy turn. A shocked bystander quickly grabbed their phone and started recording.
Estamos aqui numa vigília na casa da irmã Cleusa e, como sempre, né, o poder de Deus é manifestado, as coisas sobrenaturais também se manifestam. Aparentemente andava dando brecha com o rapaz do mundo, andava se encontrando com esse rapaz do mundo, né? E aconteceu isso, infelizmente. Quem é que tá aí dentro dessa moça? Fala seu nome, em nome de Jesus.
Eu sou a princesa do inferno!
Você tá derrotado hoje, em nome de Jesus Cristo. Mas aqui, ó, você gosta de mim?
Eu te odeio!
Por que você me odeia?
Porque você prega a verdade! Porque você ganha almas!
Estamos ganhando almas para o reino de Cristo, né, irmão? Agora diz uma coisa, você gosta de quem dá o dízimo?
Eu odeio! Eu odeio quem tem compromisso!
I don't know too much about exorcisms, but these folks seem to be smiling an awful lot, except for whoever's back here in the jersey, the football jersey. He doesn't seem to be smiling that much, but this guy and the girl that's the princess of hell seem to be smiling an awful lot for an exorcism. Girl, guy, I'm not sure. But she's doing some sort of weird shuffle thing with her feet. I've seen people dance that way, but I've never seen an exorcism like that.
E quem não dá o dízimo, o que é que você faz?
And most of the time for exorcisms, they usually have the person pinned down somehow to a bed or a floor or something. They usually don't let them up to wander around. That seems a little iffy. But as far as I can tell, most historical exorcisms have all been people with some sort of mental issue, autism or something along that line. And so none of them have ever been real as far as I know. I have yet to see evidence of one that's been a real exorcism. But that's just from my research.
Viewers were left creeped out by this weird clip. Many say that the young woman shows classic signs of demonic possession, including moving her body in a strange, non-human way and talking in a voice that isn't her own. In the clip, you can even hear the pastor ask the woman who she is, to which she replies, "I am a princess of hell." So, just what are we seeing here? Is this woman possessed by a demon? Drop a comment below with...
That was a minister? That's the most casual looking minister I've ever seen. He's wearing jeans. Wow.
with your thoughts on this one. According to Madison, she and her siblings have always been terrified of her parents' room. They claim to have seen shadowy figures and heard footsteps, as if someone is walking around even when the room is empty.
One night when my family decided at the last minute that they were going to go out to eat for dinner, I currently was not feeling good, so I decided to stay home instead, which would later turn out to be a mistake for me. So about 30 minutes after they left, I'm sitting here in this exact chair, but I was sitting here watching my scary movie when all of a sudden I heard somebody say my name. It sounded exactly like my mom's voice. So I kind of just talked myself down, told myself I was just imagining things, I already didn't feel good, so I was probably just tired. So I continued to watch my movie. And not even 2 minutes later, coming from where my mom's room is at, I hear her voice go, "Madison." I text her, I'm like, "Hey, I can hear you saying my name. Are you sure you took the boys, or did Dad come and pick them up and take them?" And she just responds back and she's like, "What are you talking about? You literally saw me walk out the door and leave with them." I decided to get out my phone and try to record it so I could show my mom what was going on. So like I said, I'm sitting here in the living room in this chair. All the lights are out because I'm watching a movie, except for the light in my mom's room, because I'll be honest, we were all terrified as my mom's room because that's where the most activity happens. So I pause the TV and I start recording my mom's door. You see the shadow go by. You see a figure almost look like it's on its hands and knees crawl out of the room. Alright guys, so here we go. So right there, you see the shadow come out of the room. Remember, nobody else is home. There's nothing physically there that can make that shadow. Boom. You see something squatted down onto the ground trying to go back into the room.
A shadow appears in the doorway. Madison says that it looks like someone is crawling on the floor, but there's no one else in the house. And that's not the only evidence of paranormal activity Madison claims to have caught on camera.
So this experience happened to be a night whenever I was home alone. So being home alone, I'm in the kitchen making myself something to eat when I started to hear some rustling coming from my mom's room. So I continue doing what I'm doing, making whatever I'm making, and all of a sudden I hear a loud crash come from the bathroom. So I get up and I decide to go investigate first. I'll walk into her room. The lights are off. I turn the lights on because I'm scared. Go into the bathroom, and there is nothing on the floor that could have made that crashing noise. But the towels that were on the towel rack were swinging. So after that, I wasn't so fearless anymore. I got my little butt back out of that room. I left the door open, the lights were back off, and I just started to record because I could still hear the noises coming from the bathroom.
This time, Madison says she was home alone again when she heard mysterious noises coming from her parents' bedroom. Terrified, she records this on her phone.
Alright guys, so while you're watching, make sure you watch this area right here because this is where the presence will first show up. I'll just play that for y'all one more.
Okay, there is something going on at this girl's house. Wow, there is a lot going on. But that, if you notice when the shadow comes in here, it's about the same size as the one we saw on the previous clip, where you could see the shadow on the door. It's about the same size as that.
Time in case you didn't get a good look.
Madison has no idea what this is or the other shadow she recorded.
See, it's about the same size initially. Now this shadow did not jump up to wherever like the second one does, but That is weird.
But she believes they are both paranormal, and her viewers agree. But what do you think this is? Is this proof that Madison's family home is haunted just as she believes? Let me know. Reddit user No Preparation 6079 uploaded a photo to the subreddit Ghosts that has recently left Redditors arguing in the comments. According to the OP, the photo was taken on Christmas Day. His friend's dad had passed not long ago, so they were spending the holiday together. The OP was snapping photos on his phone, but when he looked back at them the next day, he was shocked by what he saw. Something can be seen above the OP's friend. Freaked out, the OP uploaded the photo with this explanation. My best friend's dad would always lean on the chair to talk to us. You can see his head leaning on his fist, eyes and nose. So, the OP clearly thinks that this is a ghost. Commenters on Reddit shared similar stories of loved ones showing up in places that had been important to them before they passed away, suggesting that this might be...
That is true. I have heard a lot of stories about chairs, specific chairs, couches, places in garages where someone used to stand all the time, and it always feels, people say they always feel that presence there. That's a unique one. You can almost see the face with hands like this almost. But yeah, it's looks like eyes there, nose, mouth, mustache, hands. Kind of looks a little cartoony almost. It could also be a camera artifact. Those happen a lot as well. So I'm not saying it's supernatural, but it is very compelling.
The ghost of the friend's dad, who is watching over him. What's your verdict on this photo? Is this a ghost? Share your thoughts below. Social media user Knickknack claims to have caught something paranormal on camera. For a while now, she and her family have suspected that their house could be haunted. They say they hear footsteps coming from empty rooms and even claim to have heard voices calling to them. But in the footage you're about to see, Knickknack records what she says is the scariest thing yet. Something appears at the man's shoulder. Knickknack says that the man in the recording is her brother, who seems to be at the center of all the creepy activity. And it gets creepier. Knickknack and her viewers say that they can see horns on whatever this is. Knickknack thinks that her brother is being haunted by a, quote, goat man, a supernatural entity similar to a faun or satyr, but much, much worse. In the state of Maryland, USA, urban legend says that the goat man has been responsible for many tragic incidents. However, whether or not this is the goat man is up to you to decide.
We have seen this clip before, but that is a very interesting one because the brother doesn't notice. Unless that's something added in post, the brother does not notice at all, doesn't turn his head, doesn't sense anything. He just sits there looking at his phone. And I think after this clip, she turns the night vision off, which is on right now. And you can't see anything with the regular camera at all. It's just whatever's illuminated by this light, and everything else back here is shadow. So that's a pretty creepy one, actually, and I did not know the goat man folklore from Maryland. That's interesting to find out that it's a bad omen. Yikes!
Let me know what you think this is in the comments. 20 years ago, Sean Robinson inherited a painting from his grandmother, which he claims is the world's most haunted painting. The creepy piece of art is known as the Anguished Man and was reportedly created by someone who mixed his own blood into the paint before he suddenly passed away. Sean, now the owner of the painting, says it is cursed. Wherever the painting is, lights flicker, objects move around on their own, and creepy noises can be heard. Sean decides to make a YouTube channel for the painting where he documents all the scary activity that happens around it.
That's an interesting one. I haven't heard of an artist creating a haunted artifact before by mixing his own blood into the paint. That is interesting. And if all this stuff is true, that is a huge amount of stuff going on around this painting to make a whole YouTube channel about it.
One night, he sets up a camera to record the painting, and the footage has left his viewers spooked.
I'm going to record it for approximately 8 hours, see if we can catch some of the activity on video. So I'm going to set up the recording equipment and leave it for approximately 8 hours, and I'll leave the light on.
That door moved awfully fast. Now, if someone was out in the hall or somewhere and had a string tied to it, it could have been that, but it didn't close all the way, which leads me to believe that it wasn't, but it could have been a draft as well. That one's a little hard to explain. That last one, something moved across in front of the camera and then was standing there because it left a shadow on the wall where there used to be light. That was weird. It looks like MINDJUNKIE's going to go through here.
Of activity is caught on camera. Sean struggles to count them all, but the activity that scares him the most, those creepy noises. And whatever this is that darts past the camera, Sean says he has no idea how to explain any of it, but his viewers all agree that the painting is incredibly cursed. One says perhaps the soul of the painter, and who knows what else, has attached itself to the work. Another suggests that the sounds Sean recorded are the cries of the painter's ghost, who is begging for his soul to be set free. Whatever the case, this painting is pretty terrifying. But do you think it's cursed? Or could it all be a well-orchestrated hoax? Let me know. We've just launched our YouTube membership program, and I'm excited to invite you to become a part of it. By joining, you'll get access to members-only content, priority replies from us in the comments, loyalty badges next to your name, and much more. Plus, you'll be supporting the channel directly, which helps us to keep creating the content you love to watch. To support us, just hit the join button below this video. It's that simple. Whether you decide to join or not, I'm grateful for your support. And if you're not ready to join yet, but love watching scary videos, then please, if you haven't already, click the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so you never miss a scary video. In the final series of clips in this week's creepy compilation, you will see a man recording himself while kayaking in Santa Fe, New Mexico. The man is the owner of a martial arts social media account, but what he discovered in the clip you're about to see shocked him so much he had to upload it.
I don't know if anybody can see this or not, but I just reported it. That's a car in the river. That is an SUV. Look at this. Completely fully submerged. It honestly looks like a Kia Soul. Can you guys see that?
Honestly, I could see it when he was further back. There was definitely something in the water. But a Kia Soul...
Dad, pay attention.
As the man records the submerged car, the voice of a child can be heard.
Dad, pay attention.
The man didn't notice it at the time and claims to have been completely alone. Viewers think it sounds like a child saying, "Dad, pay attention, there's a bridge."
Dad, pay attention.
To me, it sounds like, Dad, pay attention, we're getting close to the edge. It could be there's a bridge, but I don't hear that personally. But then afterwards, it sounds like he just sits there and says, "Dad, Dad, 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 Dad," a bunch of times. That is weird.
Many say that the voice could be the ghost of a child who passed away while in the car. And it gets creepier. Soon after finding the submerged car, the man called the emergency services. And this is what happened when they hauled the car out of the river. Something can be seen moving inside the car, but just what the is it? Is it something paranormal? You tell me.
Personally, to me, that looked like it could have been something in the back seat moving back and forth. I wonder if they did a follow-up with that story. Because that might have been a deceased person in the back of that car. Because it seemed to move back and forth with the jerking of the car. So that's a little weird. Anyway, that is another Fright Night Friday done and dusted. And if you enjoyed this, drop a like, leave a comment down below, and subscribe because it's free. It helps out the channel. And don't forget to do the same over at MINDJUNKIE's. He puts out good videos, and I love them here. So I will catch you next Friday for another Fright Night Friday. Bye-bye.